Yo, what's up guys, it's Pacific Tomb, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to live stream using XSplit and the HD PVR. Now, a lot of people have been asking me to do this, and people haven't been able to do it successfully because of certain quality settings. And I understand that live streaming really is annoying at times because you can't get the quality right, you're dropping a whole lot of frames. I'm going to show you guys how I live stream. So first I'm going to go to Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, whichever you use, and I'm going to bring up the dashboard for my Twitch TV. Now obviously you're going to put in what you're streaming, and you're going to enter the title of the game, and you're going to update it. You're also going to want to mute your stream during this, because when you have the stream muted you won't be hearing things twice and triple, and it really does get very annoying at times. So let's go ahead and close Twitter. Alright, so now that we're at our dashboard, what we're going to do is minimize this, and you're going to open up your HD PVR program. Now obviously I am playing Modern Warfare 3, so I'm going to go ahead and go into a private match really quick. Alright, so once you're in a private match, this is usually how I would test out a stream before I made sure everything was working properly. I record a lot of my games live while I'm streaming, so I can already have the gameplay, then I don't have to rip it if I want to do a commentary over it. So let's go ahead and pick a class. Let's go ahead and pick the Scar L. Alright. Now, what you're going to want to do is open XSplit now that your PVR window is open. Now, you do not need to minimize your PVR window. Just to let you guys know, you can do this without minimizing everything, because that reduces your quality down. And when you reduce your quality, it's not as good of a stream. So what you're going to want to do is open your XSplit broadcaster, and you're going to come up to scale point and put it at actual. Alright, now this is what your actual scale point is. This is how you're gonna see everything, and this is how big the window is gonna be. And when you come down to scale point, you're gonna want to reduce that down to 20. The reason you're gonna reduce it to 20, or below that even more, to 10, reason for that is because it lowers the processing that your computer has to do for this specific program. So let me go ahead and show you guys what settings I'm using. But first off, before I do that, you're gonna select your screen region. If you don't know how to do that, let me delete this. You're going to delete your screen region that I already have in there, and file, add screen region, and that means you're going to come up here and you're going to basically take this little portion of the PVR window and select and click and drag, and basically fit it to the window. And now that you have that, you're going to drag this over and it'll take up the entire screen. Now yeah, it is going to be weird because you're seeing infinite amount of screen, but it's okay. So next, what you're going to want to do is come down to broadcast, edit channels. If you haven't already connected your Justin TV or your Twitch or whatever you live stream with to XSplit or to Justin TV, you need to do that. So I'm going to come over here to edit, and these are what my settings are. I have my username, my password, my channel name, my location, my presets, and all of this. I have a 30 download and a 5 upload, so I'm going to put my quality at 10. I'm going to have my VBV max bitrate at 2000, and I'm also going to have the VBV buffer rate at 2000. I can crank this up to 2500, but it's going to result in a little bit of screen tearing, and that reduces the quality of the stream. So depending on what your connection is, you usually need a 2 up to be able to stream smoothly. If you have more than that, you can put the stream at maybe 3,000, 4,000. I know the Loyal Patriot has a 10 download, and no, I'm sorry, he has a 10 upload, and his upload is ridiculous, so he has his set on like 5,500 or something like that. But you want to at least have it around at 1,000 or a 2,000 or a 2,500 if you have a connection like mine. You're going to want to set your preset as faster, and you're going to want to put your quality at an 8 or a 10. I usually keep mine at 10 because I have the amount of processing power and RAM needed to stream smoothly. So your format for your audio encoding is going to be 16 kilohertz, 16-bit mono. You're going to put it at 4200. No, 42,200. Goodness, I can't think. Also, you're going to want to put your location on a specific place. Now, I live on the East Coast. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, so I'm going to put it basically to the closest place near my house. The reason for that is because it selects a certain server, and it allows you to connect to it, and it allows you to stream a whole lot smoother. So I'm going to select Miami. If you are somewhere in East Coast primary, East Coast secondary, pick the closest city near you. If you're on the like I said, if you're on the East Coast, you may want to pick Miami or New York, New York. And if you're on the West Coast, you may want to pick Los Angeles primary or Los Angeles secondary. You're in the UK, London, and so forth and so on. So now that we already have that, that's my default. You can also test the bandwidth to see whether your connection will be able to put up with the server and everything, and it'll be able to stream smoothly. Also, I automatically record my broadcast to Twitch TV, and I also have the interleave audio and video in one RTPM channel. So you always want to leave those checked. Your codec is going to be speaks, and you're going to click OK. Alright, after that, you're going to hit apply. Next, you're going to go over here to your resolutions, and what you're going to want to choose, you scroll down, is 360 by 420, 480 by 360, 640 by 360, 720 by 480, 854 by 480, 1280 by 720, which is HDTV video, and you're also going to want to set 1080p, so it's 1920 by 1080. And after that, everything is straight. You're going to hit OK. Next, come back up here, your frame rate, make sure it's at 30. Your resolution is going to be at 1280 by 720. Your transition speed is going to be normal. Your transition is going to fade. Next, that's pretty much it, guys. So you're basically just going to go over everything, make sure it's okay. You may want to hit announce and tell everybody that you're streaming on Twitter, you're streaming on Facebook or whatever. I'll usually just tweet it out on Twitter, and I have it automatically set up with my Twitch to just tweet that I'm live streaming something. Next, you're going to hit broadcast. Alright, now when you're broadcasting, it's going to come up with this red thing that's going to say you're streaming. It'll say the amount of viewers and the bit rate that you are. You want to maintain something along here, and you always want to be making sure that you have frames keeping going. You don't want 0 frames. So I know that this may seem weird. How can you, keep this streaming without having the XSplit window open and covering up your gameplay? What I like to do is minimize my XSplit over here and just have the chat bar, and then I'll be able to see the screen. I'll also be able to see the chat, and I'll also be able to see everything. So I drag this down here, and I'm able to smoothly record my gameplay and live stream easily. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial. Just something simple. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave me them in the description below. And see, look at how smooth the stream is right now. Like, look, it's so simple, and it's so easy to do, and the quality is great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial. My name is Pacific Tomb. If it helps you, drop a link below. I'm out. Peace.